When Jacob Bard posted bond Tuesday morning, he knew he'd leave jail, but he didn't know all charges would soon be dropped. He was accused of killing 19-year-old Dejon Darrell Fox Jr. on December 9th and injuring another student.
This outcome is the justice system working, and so we're thrilled for Jacob and his family that he's been vindicated.
Bard claimed self-defense and expressed prior safety concerns for his son. His attorney described video evidence that shows nearly 30 people attacking the Bards moments before the shooting. Prosecutors presented the entire case, including the videos, to the grand jury.
What we believe really made a difference was the video that captured the altercation, because it gives a very, very clear look that this was an act in self-defense.
Commonwealth's attorney Larry Cleveland says he's not surprised by the grand jury's decision. This is a case he himself was conflicted on.
Mr. Bard could meet the requirements of defense of others, but at the same time, a young man was killed and another young man was seriously injured. So there were some very conflicting interests and feelings both ways.
Bard has no pending charges in Franklin County. However, the investigation is not over.
There were many participants in this event. Some of those could still face criminal charges for the activity that they participated in that day.
In Frankfort, Madison Porter, WKYT.